And we're back. So hold on 1 second, actually. And we're back for real this time. Okay, I am Delia Codes, and this is me live coding my Thinkful capstone. I realized that last time I didn't necessarily do an introduction. Thinkful is a web development bootcamp. And so what I am doing is this project involves a node. My project is tentatively titled Meal Planner, and I am planning meals, essentially like meals, ingredients, and all sorts of things. So this is where we left off, is kind of the wireframing portion of things. So this is my different. So this is my iPhone X view. And actually, really, it's my iPhone X screen that is kind of like the main meal tab is selected. So what I need to do is I need to create another frame. I need to copy this, and I need to create another one, which I don't know how to do that necessarily. And I did not look that up at all. So compared to last time, I've got the chat. I've got a chat here, and I've also got Twitter up on here. And maybe we can make it work. Oh, that's the new frame. Okay. So, what I'm wondering is, okay, so, well, that creates what I want. It doesn't necessarily, I don't know how I got to the size background that we did before. Okay, let's select this frame real quick. Aha! And it looks like team library layers components. I'm having trouble moving this thing. How do I move this? Oh lord. Maybe it's time to read the documentation. Maybe. Maybe I should install the desktop app. I don't know, this is pretty new. Okay, because it says page 1 of 1. Okay, so maybe this I should... Well, I can definitely delete it. Um, okay, let's install the desktop app and see if that helps. But I think that the pages are going to be the thing that tells me what I need. Because I think what we, I mean, either that or it's like I do a frame per, either that or I do a frame per, oh, it needs a password and blah. Okay, well, you know what that means? That means that we are going to transition to secret time. Okay, secret time is over. I've done that. And so back to the stream. So, excuse me. So let's see here. Looking at this, this is the desktop app. They don't offer live chat, but they do offer a help center. And check out this video for a quick overview. So let's take a look vaguely at the video. It is 4 minutes long. Okay. Okay, so let's look at their help center. And that can kind of tell me what to get started. So configuring your browser, getting familiar. You know, what if I want written material? What if I don't want a video? Navigating. Okay. Canvas, team library, labors. Scale, slice. Okay, let's go with your workspace okay. Rulers. Great. No, I don't want to create a team. Okay. Well, let's not worry about it. Oh, wait. Guess what? I can take a look at these and kind of figure out what this looks like. And sometimes, I mean, honestly, this would probably be quicker in a tool that I already know. But, I mean, I think the biggest thing to note is that since I already know this tool, like, it's not that big a deal. Okay, so they put everything on one page. Okay. Okay, so I don't need to do multiple pages, it looks like. I can do different pages. I just need to, like, kind of look at what this looks like. So this is mobile, tablet, desktop. Okay, and that's what that's going to look like. Okay, so in other words, what I'm going to do for these wireframes is I'm just going to create a new frame and stick that in the page. So I got to figure out how to move the frame around then. Okay. All right. So let's figure out how to switch. Aha. Okay, great. Let's rename this as this is your mobile home screen. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy it. I don't know if we actually... Okay. Let's create a new frame. Great. Let's copy this over. Copy this over. And copy this over. There's hopefully a better way to do this eventually, because this is going to get tedious if you're not careful. But whatever. We'll get there. And let's bring this forward. And bring this forward again. Perfect. Okay. Whoa. Oh dear Lord. Okay. Okay. There we go. Copy. You know, there should be a way to just clone your thing. And maybe that's how, like, we can make it as components. And I noticed that it... Aha! That worked. Okay. Great. Perfect. Okay. Yay! Alright. Done. Okay. Alright. So, though meal is a little bit farther. See, this is why I think copying is components. Okay. While we have this, these two need to go. Well, let's copy this as a component first. Create component. Okay. Component description. I wonder what components do. Okay, so we'll call this app setup. Let's find out if insert component maybe. Okay, so let me explain a little bit more of what we're doing. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like be able to copy and paste like this is the setup of how it should look. So this is kind of what I expect it to look like. And so because I expect it to look like this, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, oh, that makes a ton of sense. Let's do it. Okay. So I think this is, I don't know how to make it on a component. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this to the side here. Okay. And then we're going to keep the, whoa. And then we're going to take my current meals within it and keep it right here. And then turn this into the mobile home screen. Really, mobile portrait home screen. And then this is going to be mobile meal view screen. And then you're going to be and this is probably going to be the schedule view screen, and so on and so forth. And okay, so while we're here, let's do this, and then let's do that. Actually, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this peach, and then make this blue. And so let's go back to our Adobe things, which are somewhere in here. No. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to come up. Okay, let's do color palette, coloradobe.com. Yes, please sign in again. Sign in with Google. Why don't you remember this? Adobe. Okay. So this one is FF937, whatever. Let's do it. Okay, and then let's change meal to black. And so let's create a box around here. That we're gonna send backwards and send backwards again. There we go. And then that is going to be our blue color here. At least it should be. So let's make sure that we're in the right space. Okay, that matches. Okay, where's my thing? Let's move it over here so it's a little bit more responsive. Okay. Okay. Chat, go away. Okay, so here we go. Let's change you to white. And let's put that right there. And I don't entirely know where. Okay, so I think that this box right here should be peach, the same as that. And this actually should be meals, now that I think about it. No. Okay, how do I edit it? Edit, 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 edit. Okay. Oh, I gotta be, aha. Okay. Tools for the win. Okay. Meals, and then let's edit this one. No. Okay, let's move it back up for my not completely necessary change to its orientation. Okay, great. All right, perfect. So let's do it. Let's create a text box around our active meals. Well, a rectangle tool. Actually, to be honest, I think this needs to go down on the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Should have done that in the first place, but you know, you live and you learn. Okay. So that's going to be that component, and then this will be this. Okay. So background of this should be the background of you. So let's, no. I want the component. I don't know if I like that, to be quite honest. I don't think I like that color. Not that much. I think it's better white. If it's going to be white, then what you probably want to do is you want to give a My Current Meals button here. You want to follow the design language that I'm kind of working out, which is which is the there we go. Meals, My Current Meals, and then Manage Meals down at the bottom. Okay, which means that something that is selected is going to be this peach color. Other than all other colors are labels, essentially. Clickable labels and buttons and that sort of thing. So this My Current Meals isn't going to be clickable. So what I'm going to say is, how about we come up with some current meals, shall we? Okay, let's go with 18. Macaroni and cheese. I'm developing a theme here, can't you tell? So, in a mobile, it has to be able to be clicked. So if, this is listing meals. This is listing the different kinds of meals that you could have. Because we don't need to display ingredients or anything like that, because theoretically that's going to be in the list, or that could also be in the view more. There could also be a view more detail button, that sort of thing. So do we need these meals to be clickable is my next question. I think so. Because otherwise, if they're going to be clickable, if they're going to be clickable, it's going to be like this thing where, like, yes. Okay, so let's put a box around them. And let's make them a bit bigger so that they're definitely clickable. Yeah, I like that. I mean, the other thing that we could do is make them like 2 different fonts or something, but yeah. And so hopefully that's enough space for clicking them. Because that's the only thing I'm concerned about immediately is like the amount of space somebody can fat finger it. You know, otherwise they're gonna click on something and it's gonna be really annoying. Okay. So let's create. Well, let's create a few more first before we do anything else. And I guess the only other question that I have is how many. I mean, I guess if you have a lot of meals, you know, you're gonna scroll through them quite a bit. Or it's in. So the other thing that we could do is we could create another menu down at the bottom instead. I say let's go with this for now, and if we have to change menu styles, we have to change menu styles. Because I mean because I guess the other thing is that we could have like a manage meals button at the bottom on the left, and then a my current meals on the right, and then you scroll within those two things, and you scroll within this portion here. Just to check my Twitter. And to check my live EDU. Okay, great. We are definitely streaming. Aha! I'm learning the ways of live EDU. Okay. So let me tweet out to my 8 followers that I'm streaming, okay? So working through wireframes is one of the most interesting aspects of design. Catch me streaming on live edu TV. Hashtag live. What is that hashtag that was used in my previous one that automatically came up? Let's find out, shall we? Live coding TV. Okay. Okay, great. Let's do this. All right. So again, I'm Delia Codes, and this is my streaming live of my Thinkful web development node capstone. So we're currently creating our wireframes for our mobile view. So this is Meal Planner. If you haven't caught it already, the idea with Meal Planner is that you're setting the number of meals that you're having, and that it gives you a grocery list of what those meals need collectively, and then you can kind of set a schedule. So right now, my current meals are macaroni and cheese. Yum. So I'm going to create a button to view more details. And I think this should probably be centered if we're creating buttons. Let me center the thing, the text box. That way it's much easier. Okay. There we go. Let's replace that with an ampersand. And okay. So let's create some more meals, shall we? And then we'll create text boxes around each. Macaroni, cheese, and bacon. Because people like to eat meat. And people really love bacon for some odd, strange reason. Okay. I mean, mind you, I'm not opposed to bacon, but I'm not obsessed with it. Okay. So let's do it. Let's create another text box. We're going to say pancakes, because that goes well with macaroni and cheese. I don't entirely understand the centering tool, but we're going to go with it. Okay. And then let's create another one. We're going to say eggs. Actually, let's not say eggs. Let's say because again, we're talking about meals here. Eggs are a component of meal. And you may just eat a serving of eggs all on your own, maybe, depending on how you eat. But let's try to like get a little bit more, complex here. So let's see here. Let's say egg salad. And it may be like my current recipes and then meals is another way I could breaking it down, because like again with the eggs, egg salad, that sort of thing. And even pancakes, like pancakes are a component of meals oftentimes and not a full meal. So I think that you should be able to combine different meals into one thing. Maybe. And maybe I just need to rename it recipes. But we'll go with meals for now. C. Okay. Let's go with macaroni, cheese, spinach, and bacon. Just to make it extra funny. I love the Bacob. I think that's my favorite so far. Text tool, where are you? Can fit maybe one or two more. Hash browns and eggs. And to be aha. Okay, placement. Let's figure that out. Pancakes and eggs. And then, you know what? We're going to do it. Green eggs and ham. There's a lot of ands in there. Okay. Great. So let's create these into different menus. Okay. Okay. So let's move over here real quick. Because okay, so let me discuss this first. I kind of am doing the is this too much? Is this enough white space? Is this okay? Like, because you want to have a decent amount of white space so your eyes don't feel like stressed reading something. And it looks pretty busy. Like there's a lot of things for me to pick out. So I'm kind of like, okay, how does this? How can we like? Maybe I need to display less. I mean, especially because with the pickable, you know, the how to make it selectable with a finger, that sort of thing, and how to make it like scroll adequately. So we're gonna remove pancakes and eggs. So we're gonna say we're gonna roast hash browns. As much as hash browns is kind of cool. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread these out. Notice how that looks a lot better? They're not quite spaced. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And then, so the only thing I can think of is either create these into a button. I wonder if I can create a line. It's not bad. So there's a lot of white on black happening right now. I think it should be blue. Or that blue that we use. So let's go back to our Adobe thing. And let's make it a bit thicker. Say about 5. Let's hold down the shift button. So it goes straight. And then not bad, huh? And then maybe we want them bigger. Whoa. Okay. So let's draw these boxes. Oh, cool. Okay. So click, click, do. What am I doing wrong here? I mean, I'm not complaining that, you know. Well, I guess I am complaining. Okay, so let's try this on here. There must be some assumption going on here. Okay, so let's do it again, shall we? Okay. Okay, so it's that double click. Okay, so if you look, you single left click right here. Okay, and then okay, not bad. I mean, it makes them into a button. You know, I mean, you might want to do away with it. That sort of thing. You might want to do away with it, but it actually kind of works. Okay, so let's go back to here. Oh, this is all part of the same vector, is the funny part. I don't entirely understand why it did that. That's really weird. Clearly I have some, other things going on. So we're doing buttons for the meals. And I think it's time to take a 5-minute break. Because I am definitely kidding. Alright. Watchers. 5 minutes. Okay, welcome back. So I am Delia Codes, and we are working on my meal planner project. So I feel like this isn't centered. I'm not gonna go nuts with it right around now. I just want to keep in mind. So what we're doing, this is vector 2. We are renaming things so that we know what we're looking at. So let's go with buttons for meal. Button for meal. Eventually, I want to figure out how to do the vectors so they don't combine. This needs to be deleted. Doesn't actually need to exist. This rectangle is current meal selected. So this rectangle is, where is this rectangle? Oh, wait, where is it? Ah, okay. Clickable, manage meals. Meals button. Okay, awesome. I think we're good. I mean, that's a lot of frames. Okay, so let's go back to, well, let's move this thing so that it's more in line with everybody else first. And so let's create some sort of text box or something. So I think this needs to be like a home screen, meal planner, blah, blah, blah. So let's create a random text box. We'll say that size. Okay, so, and this will contain basic UI instructions. Click on the tabs above to plan your meals, manage your schedule, or to edit your lists. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the right thing to say, because it's like view and edit your lists, and view and edit your schedule, and view and edit, blah. To view and yeah. So, but it'll have to do for now. Okay, let's put that, and then let's put this text box. Click on the tabs above, and then I don't know what else we need to say here, so we're just going to leave it for now. This will be a clickable link to the home screen. And also, we've got a lot of room over here, like a ton of room. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about like how much room we've got. Okay, so this is going to be, technically we should probably do a manage meals screen, but as far as like the manage meals, I don't know. We can do any of them really. I don't know how much we're gonna need to do necessarily for all of that. Let's start copying and pasting. So again, what we're doing is we're creating another view. What I kind of want to do is I want to get the schedule a little bit more fleshed out, and then get the list a little bit more fleshed out. And that way we've got an idea of like what it's going to look like on mobile. Okay, so give me... Okay, you know what? Okay. Guess what? I've been selecting the wrong thing. Okay, delete. Oh my god. It worked. Shit. Okay. Well then. Yeah. Hot damn. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can get it down to this thing. So let's... And then... Guess what? Sorry. Okay, that's really cool. The components for the fucking win. Okay. And so what I'm gonna have to do is click on, and I'm gonna have to delete that. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. That's gonna make it a ton easier. Okay, so so I don't know how I did that though. Ah. Nope. Hell if I know. Okay, so I can copy the component and paste it. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's do some interesting design work. Let's create a new frame. And let's do another iPhone X. Okay, I'm really confused right now. This frame. Ah. Let's give this frame something else in it. Perfect. Okay, that works. Then we can delete this, and then we've got a thing. All right, so let's create our stuff, shall we? And this is going to be our mobile list view screen. So the first thing that we need to do is to make schedule Okay, I'm really confused right about now. Oh. Okay, there we go. Made that the thing. Let's do that over here too. And then we're looking at list tab label. No, I need the list tab. And then the label itself I need to make black. Okay, I'm really confused. Okay, list label. I need you to be black. Okay. Because I pasted instead of... Alright. Ha! Okay. So now I changed the thing. Really, it's just grunt work at this point. So with the schedule thing, I think the default view needs to be... I think the default view needs to be like a weekly, sort of thing. So it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. So we're gonna create similar to what we were talking about over the what we were talking about like here. I want to create a similar kind of system. So left, top is fine. And we're gonna say Monday. And then we're going to create one for Tuesday, and then for Wednesday, and so on and so forth. So, and then from there, these are going to be clickable. Keep doing that. Okay, Thursday. And then I think my spacing's off. This is where I go, oh my god. But hopefully when we get to the CSS, we can kind of make it a little bit better. When we get to actually designing the thing. Okay, so this is Friday. And then Sunday. And again, I mean, the one thing about like this design work is I'm not sure, like when we're talking about the MVP, like I think one of the important things to note is that really we're working on this, we're going to be coding this portion. This user flow is going to be the ideal, this is kind of what I envision it working as. So it doesn't have to include a ton of detail. You know, it doesn't have to include like, oh my god, I am only, you know, oh my god, I didn't include this user view or this, you know, wireframe. That's the word I'm looking for, a user view. I'm getting my terminology mixed up. Anyway, it doesn't include, I mean, this wireframe is like just a concept drawing. And so I mean, while I am spending some time on this, I think it's important to spend time on it to make it a little bit more, you know, a little bit more interesting. So what I'm thinking is, or a little bit more like this is the language. And also so that when you start coding, you can, especially when you start coding the front end, you have a better thought out plan. So when you implement it, you're coding and not trying to like figure out, oh, I wonder if I should say recipes instead of meals and, you know, that sort of thing. Because that's a big annoying thing to do when you're kind of stuck in the coding realm. Okay, so we did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So what I'm thinking we need to do is we need to have like two meals. I don't know if we actually need to do two meals. So I'm just going to actually leave it at that and make it clickable buttons. And though it may be better to center them rather than not center them because everything else is centered. I'm just kind of like, maybe we could shove that over and do something else. But okay. So actually, no, we don't want it centered. So let me go through and click here and click. Yeah, there we go. No. And that's a good, notice how like the kind of date that we're talking about is really good here. And that gives you more context, so you're like, hi, what is this? What am I doing here? Okay, so let's expand this out. February 24th. Okay. They could make it easier to click. And let's check Twitter real quick. Oh, look, 8 tweets. Wow. Okay. All right. Nothing mentioning me. Nothing in the chat. Well, hopefully somebody will engage eventually. That feels a lot more even. I don't know what is going to be completely even, but it feels a lot more even. Okay. And mind you, these are not the actual dates. So don't think that, like, oh my god, this is the actual date. These are just dates that closely resemble the upcoming week's dates. Okay. Ha! I should probably learn the shortcuts. Okay. Sunday, February 27th. Voila! Okay. So, I need to make them clickable, which means we get to draw again. So let's do here. Oh, locked means don't change. Kind of like it. Okay, so let's draw. Okay. don't think that's my best work. Okay, so let's do this. So I think that red line is part of what makes it the same component, or the same whatever the thing is. I have to admit, I'm quite glad that I don't have to. That I'm not at the point where I'm like, oh my god, I need to. I don't know. I'm really glad that we're making this into clickable buttons. That being said, I'm not sure if I completely like the border, but I think it's better than it could be. Okay, so, and we can always change that, is the other thing, I guess. That's important to note. Okay, buttons galore. So I think that red line is what creates the, one drawing. Okay, and then we'll say there, and then we'll go there, and then we'll go there. Great. That being said, I'm not afraid of it anymore. I think when it first appeared, I was like, what is it doing? But now, okay. Sweet. Done. That was a lot easier than last time. I'm glad I didn't struggle as much. It may make sense for them to extend out or to be centered, but, well, we'll just kind of leave it at that for now. Let's go into your list. So, we need to... So, I think similar to the meal planner thing, we need to say my current list, and then manage list. And so it's actually going to be pretty similar, I feel like. So let's do that. Let's copy it and then paste it. Manage meals button. Let's copy and then paste. And then voila. And then we can do a copy, paste. Seriously? Well, why don't we just draw a new one? And I need to start doing the... Okay. I feel like it should be a bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so let's copy our current meals element and put that over. Do. Perfect. Actually, like literally perfect. Let's try this again, shall we? Ha! Ha ha ha. Okay. My current list. Okay. And notice the labels transfer too, so it's actually like perfect. I mean, you need to adjust the labels. Like this needs to be renamed to manage lists button. List button. This is current list banner. Perfect. Okay, great. So let's talk about what's next. I think what's next is making sure to save this thing. Oh, okay. I guess it's being saved. I don't entirely understand what it's... Okay, well, let's hope that, yeah, let's just hope that it's being saved in a way that I can... Okay. Ooh, I can share it. Can view, yeah. Okay. Great. All right. So let's create a list, shall we? This part is easy. We're going to say cheese. And we're going to make it there, and we're going to make it to the left. 18, maybe 24? 24 would probably be better. Cheese. Macaroni. Bacon. Salt. Pepper. Oh! I'm thinking, so as I'm thinking this, like, you have salt and pepper oftentimes, and you use salt and pepper, you have to buy it infrequently. So a list is going to be like, so your grocery list is like a subset of like the things I have on hand list. So it's actually going to be really cool to like figure that out, like figure out how to do that. Because maybe this is an Amazon like Alexa sort of thing. You know, that's our... Okay. All right. So, salt, pepper, oil. We're going to say flour, because every good macaroni and cheese involves a roux. We are going to say spinach. Gonna say green eggs. We're going to say ham. We're going to say tinfoil. And to be quite honest, I think this list needs to be, yeah. And then we're going to say... I don't know what else we're going to say. Let's take a look at spinach and bacon. Okay. I think that's our list. I mean, unless you want to put other things in or season it besides salt and pepper. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to put... No, I don't want to create a text box. I want to create a... Okay. Great. Awesome. And we're done, at least with like the mobile view of what this looks like. I mean, we could really break it down like all of that, but I think it's a matter of like getting it together. So, okay. Now, I mean, then, yeah. So I think we need to update the user flow slightly. Okay. So let's do that real quick. And then I should probably take a minute. Not a user flow. I need to update the user stories. As a user who doesn't buy too much salt, who doesn't I want to be able to click I want to be able to click on the list and only the stuff I need to buy. Which I hope makes sense, and I'll revisit it if need be. Okay, so nothing on this. And I think that it's time to take a break. So, I will see you in a bit. 5 minutes. About 6:50. Okay, I'm back. So this is Delia Codes. Um, and we're working on my, how do we put this? We're working on my node capstone for Thinkful. So we are working on my user views, that sort of thing. So we probably need to create a bunch more of these. Because we definitely do need to make a manage list one, and then we probably need to make a manage meals one. As much as I want to say, no, you'll be fine. Oh, we need to be thinking about that. And we also will probably need to make a couple tablet and desktop ones too. So let's go for... That being said, maybe maybe we should I don't know, maybe we should kill some of this functionality. Maybe we should kill the schedule functionality. I don't know. But because we do want to make an MVP out of it, So let's create a frame and then create an iPhone X frame. So I don't know if I adequately talked about why I'm doing an iPhone X frame. I'm doing an iPhone X frame mostly because it's probably the biggest one that you have. And if it works on this one, it should, it's just make this content smaller, essentially. So, and maybe I should do it the other way around, make it the smallest, and then, try to do that. But all right, let's copy our mobile portrait home thing. We'll say copy. And then we'll say paste. Aha. And then let's create, let's rename manage meals. And this is going to be, mobile manage list. Okay, and let's copy it and paste it in here and in here. Sweet. Okay, and now let's put our, okay. Wait. Where is it? Aha. Except I need to send to the back. Send to the back. I guess the other thing about the click on the tabs, that sort of thing. The only other thing I can think of about the click to the tabs is whether or not we could when you're talking about click to the tabs, well, that click, I don't know what I'm saying. Strike that from the record completely. Let me take a drink of tea. You can tell I'm not used to talking this much, huh? Okay, so let's put my tea up. Okay, I kind of am bothered by the fact that this little element, they click on the tabs, shows up every time. I mean, in some ways it can't be helped, but I'm like, maybe I could add it and pass the thing. I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about it, because fuck it. And if it comes back to bite me, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go paste. And then let's move it right here. And let's center it. And then let's send it to the back. All right. Voila. Done. Now let me hide our filler text, which could be, frankly, an error text, actually. So, I mean, it's not a bad idea in some ways. I'm sorry if there was an error in accessing your account. Please take a message after the beep. Beep. Okay, so let's copy our manage list thing. Put the thing over. Okay, so this is manage list. So instead of manage list, this is going to say view current list. I think. We're just going to assume that that is what that's going to say. This is where I'm not exactly sure how the manage list thing is going to work, which is why we need a view, so that we can get a better sense of what the hell we're building. Okay, so let's say view current schedule. Definitely this can't. This is going to need to be. It's too small. Let's try 32. Actually, let's try. 32 actually works. So let's center, and let's see if we can make it bigger. 34. 36. Ha! I think it looks too big. That's how it goes. Design work. People. Too big, too small, too shiny, too tall. Which sounds like some sort of nursery rhyme. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. Okay, so we've done that. Okay. So now, this is manage meals. And this is manage list. So you know what we need to do. We need to change our thing. Change our thing? Yeah, we need to change our thing. As in, we need to apply our consistent styling across each of our list tabs. So this one is list. So this one needs to be this. Voila. And we're gonna do list label again. And we're gonna do this. There we go. And this one, we're going to, we need meals again. We need meals tab. And we're gonna paste. Okay, and then we're gonna meals menu label. We are going to make it black as my soul. And voila. Okay, great. So now we've got the basic language down. So now it's a question of what the fuck are you doing with your user interface? I don't know. It sounds kind of. I guess we're gonna do an add meals button. Okay. So let's say for this, well, okay. So list or meals, list or meals, list or meals. Meals first. So let's change the order of this, shall we? No. Okay, that's how to do that. So the one thing I think that may be overkill in terms of like an MVP product is going to be your schedule. I think I think that if we have to like schedule it, I mean, I think that like doing it as a Google Calendar, like I think that yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I think it's all I mean, it's all there, but it's like, I also noticed that like in here I don't necessarily like I mean, maybe I should have some sort of scroll function, I don't know. Anyway, it's easy to overthink it. Okay. So, we're managing meals. So, let's create an add a meal button and let's create an add a meal button and then wait. Look at this. Okay. Look at what I did. Did y'all see what I did? This says view current schedule and this is meals. I'm ridiculous. I mean, I do need to do a schedule one. Okay. I mean, yeah, no, it needs to happen, but view current schedule. Okay, so let's do this thing, shall we? Let's create a simple add a meal button. Add a meal. Let's make it centered across the thing. Let's create edit meals. Actually, it's really just like two buttons. I kind of like the mirror effect. I really do. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're gonna say that. So how about we put that a little taller, and then from there, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there we go, and then put that down there. And then let's put some boxes around it. And we'll call it gravy. Or macaroni, to make a horrible, horrible joke. Alright. Drawing tool, where art thou? Actually, before we do that, let's get the color. I mean, the other way I could see doing this is like having the in like a larger view. In a larger view is having like add a menu, add a meal, edit a meal, that sort of thing. But right now we're just gonna go with it like this. Okay, and then let's do our 5 weight. And then let's paste our value there. Okay, whoa, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Because I can. Seductive red lines are seductive. No, that's too much white space. Okay, so let's... Okay, and then voila. Buttons, 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 buttons. Edit meals, add a meals, you know, sure. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that if we had a chance to like put text boxes here, that would be really good. Be fucking awesome. Okay. So let's do view current list, edit list. I mean, I wonder if there's a better UI way of like doing the add and the edits and that sort of thing. So regardless, I think it's important to like do that. So let's in the list, let's figure out what we're doing. And after this, I think I'm gonna call it quits for this streaming session. So, It would be really good if Workflowy had like an API or something like that. Because it would be really cool if we could just like import a Workflowy list. Instead of like having to create our own list thing. So let's make it really simple. Let's say do a text tool and let's do cheese. And let's move that over. And let's move it to the top. And let's make it smaller. Probably should have just copied the other one, but whatever. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that you put the list to the left, and then you put a gigantic minus on the right for each item. I don't know if that completely works on a mobile view. Either that or you like do a double tap on the item, which might actually be better. Yeah. Okay. Green eggs, ham, tinfoil, seasoning salt, bay leaves, okay. Bay leaf. That's great. No. Okay. All right, let's create a okay, and then we're gonna make this we're gonna send this backward, and let's add an item. We're gonna make white. Great. Button. Ta-da. I mean, I'm not sure about the placement. I feel like the placement could be like better, but so let's figure out this list, right? So let's move this down, and then let's move this down. That looks a lot better. Okay. Now all we got to do is create a minus icon. Guess what we're going to use? We're going to use our favorite color for our minus icon. App title background. Yeah. Okay. So, minus, here we come. Let's make this long and a little bit thinner. There we go. Nope. Let's copy it and make it 50 million times. I mean, it kind of looks too long, but I want to make sure that people can click it. Oh, ha. You know what? Okay, so you know what we're going to do? It's going to be part of an icon set. Okay, so this thing. All right, so let's make it first. So when I say icon set, what I'm gonna say is this: I'm gonna create a button that is bigger than the thing, and then we're gonna put the minus in the middle of it. And so let's create the blue. Nope, I need the thing under it. Yeah, there we go. Then hopefully the blue and red combo doesn't look too terrible and is contrasty enough. Because that's the only thing I'm worried about that. There we go. So let's do that. And then create component. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing with this show hide thing. Okay, there we go. And then okay, what the get out? Okay. Aha. Okay. So I don't know what I just did, but we're gonna correct it. Well, I think I managed to make it. Yeah, there we go. Send backward. Send backward. Aha. There we go. And then I need. Fuck. There we go. Okay. It's not too bad. I mean, I think I like the double clickable, but yeah. I mean, honestly, I think I just need to make these things double clickable. Okay. Alright, friends. It has been more than 2 hours. it is time for me to call it a night for streaming. I am going to move these over to the side and make them... I need to figure out the paragraph spacing, paragraph indentation, letter spacing, line height. Let's say 75%, what that looks like. Oh, I need like 125 if I'm going to make them clickable. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I needed them 110. Okay, there we go. Let me put a comment and says make them clickable by putting a deletable by putting a red box around them. Post. All right. That's it for now. Thank you so much for thank you so much for watching me stream. My name is Delia Codes, and this is my Thinkful Node capstone, a project called Meal Planner. Thank you so much for watching.